Hey, TGO traders and investors, Whiz here, the primary and weekly options model portfolio manager at TGO. Sorry, did get a Friday market wrap up or Monday market outlook up. I've been heads down working on wealth creation investments. In about, let's just call it about 2 weeks, we're going to be launching a new company that will be able to manage accounts. It's going to be exciting. A lot of you have been asking for it. It's been a long time coming because, as you're all well aware, dealing with anything with the government is kind of a pain in the absolutely. And speaking of the government, what's going on right now, folks, would make Richard Nixon blush. I mean, at least he used independent contractors to go after his political enemies. The president decides to use the IRS, his Department of Justice, to wiretap, the press phone lines, the Associated Press phone lines. He uses the IRS to go after political opponents. Seriously. And, oh, by the way, Benghazi. I mean, this is just, it's absolutely incredible what's going on in this nation, folks. And the stench has risen to the level that even the liberal media is starting to wake up and go, you know what, we can even smell it, so you know it's bad. Why do I bring this up, folks? Well, that just means any sort of fiscal policy, the Republicans are really going to dig their feet in. They have the president in a corner. The guy's really hunkered down in his bunker because things are collapsing around him. Seriously, the IRS going after political opponents, tapping the phone lines of the Associated Press, and just the absolute political train wreck known as Benghazi, where four Americans were killed, is it's incredible. So stand by for absolutely nothing to happen on the economic front, which means that the market just continues to melt higher. Great primary live trade brief session this morning. I'm out here out in California working with a large drug company this week, getting a good look into the pharma industry, but had a great session today. Financials showing a lot of strength. AIG, Morgan Stanley's got an annual meeting today. Good news coming out of Morgan Stanley. So our Morgan Stanley diagonals looking good. Our positions in AIG are up nearly $16,000. Our diagonals as AIG just turns into a powerhouse. Everything else is looking great in the primary live trade brief model portfolio. Have some hedges that are showing a little bit of red today, but that's exactly what they're supposed to do on a day that is up. So this is what your portfolio should look like. Some bright greens, some light greens, some pinks, and some reds, and that tells you that you got a nice hedged portfolio. So like I said, good stuff going on. The market's just going to grind higher as the Fed contemplates potentially maybe kind of sort of exiting QE. Good article in the Journal over the weekend about the Fed's potential exit strategy. But regardless, folks, until the Fed does something, they're going to continue to do what they're doing, pumping $85 billion a month into the market, and the market is just going to grind higher and higher and higher. And take a look at and a picture's worth 1,000 words. I mean, there's us on an escalator. Take a look at this trade, folks. This trade I put on, if you've been following me, wow, it's up another. Look at this trade, folks. This trade is up nearly 400% in 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, this trade has made $6,200. What is it? It's a synthetic stock position on the iShares Japan ETF. Why is this doing so well? Well, guess what? The Japanese government has taken a page out of the United States government, and they're just going to print their way out of this mess. They pulled up their Mitsubishi or their Honda, opened the hatchback there, and they are printing yen like you read about in Printing Yen magazine. So look at that. We put this trade on, and it's the trade, the gift that keeps on giving. Why? Well, the Japanese economy sucks. Well, Wiz, what do the Japanese economy sucks. Why are you bullish on Japan? I'm not. I'm bullish on the Japanese market. As you guys know, the U.S. economy sucks, but our stock market keeps going up. So, folks, the economies of the world and their stock markets are completely disconnected. It's not going to happen forever, and the music's going to stop, and it's going to be brutally ugly if you're not ready. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to profit off the stupidity of others, trust me. But this trade's been doing awesome, up nearly 400% in 5 weeks. That's pretty shit hot. Excuse my French. $6,200. Okay, so got to run. A lot of good stuff going on. Again, wealth creation investments going to be up and running here shortly. So wealth creation investing teaches you how to potentially trade options, equities, futures, and forex. Wealth creation investments is where you sit back and leave the driving to us, and we manage accounts. So more to come on that shortly. Very fired up about it. Again, and our head trader is a woman who's had over 25 years in the industry, has an incredible track record. You're going to be hearing more about her in the coming weeks if you're interested. And as I brief my traders in a primary live trade brief, we can manage IRA accounts as well. So more to come on that. Got to run. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with tomorrow's SITREP. We'll see you.